Hey everybody, it's Friday. What does that mean? I never know. I just know that it's a Friday. And that just means to me that it's been a week. A week has gone by. And it's been a nice week. A lot of interesting things have happened. I had a lot of fun doing different projects this week. I've been working a lot on my YouTube content, long form stuff, all that good stuff. And today, I just decided that I'd come to you live out of my back room where I actually do readings from. Hey, Charlotte, how are you? I hope you're feeling okay. Hey, Kara Brooks, how are you? It's nice to see you there. I am currently in the back room, what I call my reading room. It's been very underutilized in the last 2 years due to the fact that, people weren't really allowed to congregate. I had put a lot of money into this room fixing it. It used to be a wreck. When I bought this house, the ceiling was falling in. There was just screen windows back here, and my buddy, who's a fantastic carpenter, put in all these windows. And we re-sheetrocked the whole thing, new flooring, the whole 9 yards. This room really got a do-over. And then yesterday, my wife and I hung up all the curtains, and there's about 9 windows in total back here. So when we open up all the curtains, this room gets a ton of sun. And it's very bright, and it's so welcoming to do readings in and have people over. And I have this beautiful dining room set that I'm sitting at that's specifically for doing readings. So if you're in the New Jersey area and you're looking to get a reading with me, perhaps you and a couple friends, please let me know. We're going to be opening up the door again very soon, and we'll be doing that. Now look at me. I'm an idiot. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Silly thing was annoying me. So, hi from Canada. How are you? It's nice to see you there. So, do you guys want to hear what we've been up to this week? Who's been following along on my little TikToks here during the week or my Instagram? If you have been, thank you. If you haven't been, please do so, and don't forget to give me a like and a follow here. I have something really cool that I got from a somebody who I'm going to call a friend now, Madam Clara. So I got this, and this is the first deck of tarot cards that I've ever been gifted. And for anybody who doesn't know about the lore of tarot cards, you're supposed to get them as a gift. And nobody's ever given me a deck as a gift. So this very amazing person who created their own tarot deck, it's right here. Um, and it's beautiful. So I'm going to open it up and I'm going to do some. I've never done any readings out of this. You all hang out here with me. Don't forget to like and share this. And this is going to be the first time ever that I'm going to do tarot card readings off of this deck. I've barely even shuffled them. I'm actually kind of afraid to mess them up because they're so beautiful. Um, would you like to see? And then we'll do some tarot cards together, okay? Um, let's take a look at these. Now, I want to tell you how beautiful everything is because it's fantastic. So the card deck is called the 5 Cent Tarot, and then the box opens up and you can see Ask the Cards. Isn't that beautiful? Every thought and detail in this is amazing. And of course it comes with a book that's at the bottom that I can't get out and I don't want to mess it up. But there's a book here that teaches you how to read the tarot cards and what all of the meanings are. And it says Fate, Destiny, and Fortune right here, which is really beautiful. And it's got this really nice magnetic clip so the box stays nice. And it comes in this really beautiful red velvet bag with these cool little tassels on it. And it's lined with yellow. When I opened it up, I thought it was going to be a Harry Potter sort of something. Nope. Beautiful tarot cards. So that's the box and the bag that it comes in. Yeah, it's beautiful, right? The box is great. Oh, Charles, it absolutely was a really wonderful time to meet you there in Gettysburg. Thank you. That is beautiful, right? So let me show you the cards. This is the back, by the way. Look how beautiful. This person designed every one of these cards. Every detail was hand designed by one person. Okay, so this is the back, and I'm just showing you it's this beautiful blue color. And then what really surprised me is look at the sides. They're gold. And it goes all the way around. So isn't that really awesome like that? Beautiful, right? Now wait till you see the cards because they're not exactly what you might call traditional. And they're going to be easy for you folks to read who maybe want to get into tarot but are not versed in it yet and want to learn. So this is what the other side of the tarot cards look like. So we got the Knight of Matches, which is going to be the wand for anybody. So that's really, and then look, so this is what they all look like, and they all have different meanings. This is the Eight of Cups. And what I really like about it is there's a bunch of animals worked into it and other sorts of things. So this one has like this really beautiful crab in there. And what's really nice is that if you look at the card closely, it says meanings on it. So there's sort of an oracle deck at the same time as a tarot deck. So it says inner journey, walking away, escapism, fear of loss, introspection, and avoidance. So, and depending on which side this card comes out. So if you don't know anything about tarot, sometimes, you know, we shuffle them up, and sometimes the cards get flipped upside down, and the way they come out in the reading is what they're supposed to mean. So if it's upside down, it means one thing, and if it's right side up, it means the other. So what this artist did, this amazing tarot creator did, was they put the meanings upside down on one side and right side up on the other. So if you pull out the card as the reader, and for your person who you're reading for, your clients, they can also see the meaning of the card. So isn't that fantastic? What a great thing to have put in there. So the Five of Matches, it says competition, rivalry, conflict. And then on the other side, it's agreement and cooperation and compromise. How about that? And then the other way. Isn't that something? Isn't that beautiful? I love it. The name of this card is the 5-Cent Tarot, and you can buy these. By the way, this is not sponsored. I didn't get paid for these, and I actually got told I didn't have to do anything with these except for use them. But the person who made these is super amazing, and this is like the tip of the iceberg of what they do. So it's the 5-Cent Tarot, and you can go on Etsy. I have zero to do with it, and look up Madame Clara. It's Madame Clara, Clara. And that's who creates it. So if you go on your Etsy and look up Madame Clara, you can order these. And these are just one of the decks that they have. I have another deck here that I'm going to show you that you might be interested in as well. And again, I didn't have to do any videos. This isn't sponsored. The person who created these told me I didn't have to do anything, and I was like, I want to. They're beautiful. I can't wait to do readings with them, which I'm going to do today. So I'd like to get up to about 500 viewers. So if you guys can like and share everything, and once we get up to a certain amount of viewers, all the readings are free. I don't ask you for any money. I'm not going to tell you to cash at me now, because I don't do that kind of stuff, right? We just share what we have. And of course, if anybody in spirit wants to stop by, I would love to do that. Who is here for the... Hi, Heath Lynn. I'm sorry. I've just been running my mouth and not looking at all of your comments. I apologize. Hi there. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great, great day. Something that I have been doing the last week, aside from this, is I've been stopping on other creators' posts and looking and seeing what they're up to. And there's a lot of beautiful people out there doing a lot of beautiful work. So if you were one of those folks who's going live and you're doing tarot card readings, keep it up. Make sure that you're spreading love and happiness as you're doing it. Be authentic, be you, and don't get lost in the details of some of this stuff. Okay, the details are pretty important, but not always. It's the big reading. Let's see. Happiest of Fridays from Iowa. Yes. Winka says, so far so good. How's your day going? It's going well. I woke up in a pretty good mood. I had brought the kids to school with the wife. We're waiting for the refrigerator repairman. That's been the bad part of the week. The fridge decided that it wanted to die. But other than that, it's been pretty good. I got a cup of Wawa coffee this morning, so I have that here. Anybody who doesn't know, if you live in New Jersey and Pennsylvania area, Wawa has got the best coffee, IMO, in my opinion. It's really fantastic, so thanks. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Here comes somebody. Thank you. Central Florida. Nice to see you there. Yeah, they have the best smoothies as well, right? Oh, you're getting your floors done today. Nice. Very nice. Congratulations. Hi there, Jersey Shore. I'm in New Jersey as well. Nice to see you there. Cheap Girl says, yes, coffee. It must be pretty early out where you are. Hey, New York. How are you? All my Jersey folks are showing up. What's up, Jerseys? How are you? Kentucky, what's up? Born and raised New Jersey. Let me see what you said here. Born and raised in New Jersey, recently moved to Maryland. Love Wawa. Absolutely. Your daughter's in here in Jersey. Nice. It's 9:40. Nice. Ozark, Alabama. Cool. Jersey girl in Virginia. How's that working out for you? Philadelphia. Nice to see it. By the way, but while we're doing this, I'm shuffling this, and I shuffle like an elderly person with arthritis. I'm not good at shuffling cards at all. I often get made fun of for it. I don't shuffle cards or deal when I play with my friends, like regular cards. I'm so terrible at it. Hey, what's up, Nebraska? Nice to see you there. Canada. Cool here this morning. Yeah, it's been cool here today, too, as well, which is really nice. Desede says, how do I get a reading? Hang out. When I tell you to start going and commenting what you'd like a reading in, just you give a one word what you'd like a reading in. I try to stay well away from baby stuff, by the way. Being a man, I don't think I really always have the right perspective commenting about ladies' reproductive stuff. That's not my business. So if you have questions about babies, I wish that everybody that wants a family can have one. I'll put it that way, okay? Everybody who wants a family, I hope you get that opportunity. Because kids are a pain in the neck, but they're the most beautiful things on the planet. Although mine drive me up a wall sometimes, I want everybody to have that experience that wants it. So, other than baby stuff, please ask me anything you'd like. Oh my God, I guess you gotta go there, Ready Rebel, because you're like, deceiver. What am I deceiver about, Ready Rebel? Can I tell you this before you go starting slinging things? You probably are somebody who, let me guess, you really love God and you love Jesus. I do too, and I'm sure many of these people do. I'm a firm believer in the Catholic faith. True. I was an altar boy for up until I was in the 8th grade, so probably 12 or 13 years old. Love bringing my kids to church. They love church. I don't make this religious at all. God gave me a gift and I use it to help people. Most recently, I've been using it to help locate a missing girl in the cold case. She's been missing for 40 years, and my gifts have been able to help bring some closure and some happiness to a family that otherwise have had none. And we may be close to finding the remains of this young lady, which is something that is really amazing. And then, on top of that, I also am a veteran. I'm a former United States Marine. I've served my country, and I'm also in law enforcement. So I continue to serve my community in a positive and happy way. The reason I'm here is in service of the people. It seems to be my lot in life. So although I am happy that I make a couple dollars off of doing what I do, I also want to be a service to people, and I want to be kind as I can be. I always say I'm very kind until I'm behind the wheel of the car in New Jersey. Then I'm like everybody else. But other than that, I'm a pretty good dude, and I try to be that way. So, great haircut. Can you telepathically tell me where you go? I can tell you out loud. I go to Clean Cut Barbershop in Middletown, New Jersey. And I see my boy Peter. He gives the best haircuts. He's great. Your daughter's in basic training. Tell her thank you and good luck to her. It was a long time ago. I actually had graduated from Paris Island September 9th, 2005. It was a pretty long time ago. You're welcome. So I don't like to get all snippy with people, but I just give you a little bit of my story and who I am, especially when people just come in slinging it. You're welcome. I'm shuffling, by the way, as we're going here. I've never shuffled these before, so they're getting shuffled up good before we start doing readings. And they're all going to be free. Will our new business work? Ten of Needles says, yes, inevitable. So, yeah, your new business is going to work out. I always feel like in the last couple of years of my life that moving forward in a personal path is always the best way to be. It's always really strong to put a lot of faith in yourself, and you should. So if you have a new business that you're putting a lot of faith into, put faith in yourself before the business, and the business will thrive. Okay? For everybody who is sending me gifts and everything, thank you so much. I just want to let you know that all those donations are getting piled up. I think we're near the $300 range. All of those donations are going to be given to a coworker of mine who recently moved into a house. He has 2 disabled children, and his house needs a lot of things to accommodate them. So all of your gifts are going to be given to him when he's ready to do those home improvements. So all of your gifts are going to a really great place. I'm not even keeping them. So thank you so much for all the roses and all the other amazing gifts that you've been sending. It really means a lot, and it's going to help a family out a lot who needs them. Star Lacoons is one of my SGC subscribers. Career change. The Knight of Needles. Unstoppable. Focus. So, yes, you can absolutely have a career change, but that is going to require you to be very focused and find your inner strength, which is going to be today's theme, I think. So if you would like a career change, go for it, but don't do it halfway. Go all the way. All right. Anybody who'd like a reading, just do me a favor. I just ask that you share and like this video. Let people know what you're doing this Friday morning. And absolutely everything that we're doing today is free. If you'd like to become a bigger supporter of mine, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. That means that you get one of the little gold tags and you become a member of the SGC. You can become monthly or an annual subscriber. It's up to you. I really appreciate it. Amy Will, is my brother around me? This is a really interesting question. As soon as I read it, I felt like I wanted to say, and don't forget about Barney, or don't forget about Billy. So, like, don't forget about, and then this B name. And it was really interesting that I read your comment and that came up. So would you understand why somebody would say that as I read that, Amy? Gloria Bird. Yeah, your mom. People on the other side gain a lot of perspective about life, and they're no longer coming from a place of ego, but a place of soul. And that means that they have a bigger perspective and they forgive everything, as long as you are. Oh, great job, Jeep Girl. Amazing. Congratulations. Lori Bridger says, is the factory I work at going to close soon? You know what's funny is I've shuffled this up and the same card came out for a second time throughout the deck after I've shuffled it many times. And I think that it's going to, but it doesn't mean that you are going to be in any kind of trouble. You're going to transition really well over into a new career or job path. So don't sweat it. You're going to be just fine, okay? Where is Amy at? Saw Amy pop on here. She asked me about her brother and then disappeared. How does someone find out who their spirit guides are? Great question. So what you can do to find out about your spirit guides is this. If you know how to meditate, that's the best way to do it. If you haven't noticed, I'm playing some really light music today because I need some chill, and that's helping. So what I like to do is I play really light meditative music. I close my eyes and take a couple deep breaths. As I do that, I focus on what I want to see, or what information I want to receive. In this moment, I have something funny coming through that I'll talk about. But for you, when you want to meet your spirit guides, just say, I would love to meet my spirit guides. Can you please show me a symbol or give me a name that would represent you? And don't overthink it, because sometimes it's a human name and sometimes it's a name that doesn't make too much sense. I don't like to get all woo-woo about it, so to speak. But I do like for you to be able to grasp the concept as simply as possible. So that's all you have to do. And whatever name you come out of your meditation with is what you're going to lead with as your spirit guide name, okay? Bree Warren. Is my mom still with me now? She's been gone 9 years, but the grief comes back. So I'm still sorry for your loss. Even though that's our mom, and no matter how long she's gone, it's going to be hurtful and bring up grief. Bree Warren, did you in the last couple days ball up like a tablecloth or something, or become upset about a tablecloth getting dirty? Because I read your question and I saw some balling up of what I think is a large linen, maybe a tablecloth, and getting thrown into the washing machine. And maybe they're being a little bit of upsetness about that. Do you understand that? Wow. Can our loved ones hear us when we talk to them? Yep, they hear us. Just speak out loud and they hear you. Or even when you think about them. Okay, Bree Warren. So that's interesting. So as I read your comment about your mom, I witnessed this psychic vision of somebody balling up a large linen or a tablecloth. And she's like, okay, you're okay. I'm here. So whatever it is whatever piece of big cloth you balled up, she witnessed you doing it, and she was there in that moment. And she also says to like take a deep breath and calm down. Okay, Bree Warren. Dear Scott, I missed it. Yeah, there's a lot of people here today. Amanda, my mom's anniversary. Anything from her? Going on 3 years. Let's see. Bree Warren. Yeah, curtains would work. A large piece of linen or cloth that got balled up to get cleaned or something, and there being some kind of incident around them possibly. So yeah, if that was it, she was there for you when you did that, and she witnessed it. So that's really great that you can validate that. Amanda is one of my SGC, and Amanda says, my mom's anniversary is this month. Anything from her? Going on 3 years. Amanda, your mom is giving me this really strong psychic connection in my stomach. And she also, I don't know if you're planning on making a big purchase, but she's like, oh my gosh, make sure she can afford it. Tell her that. Tell her, make sure she can afford it. So I don't know what kind of a big purchase you're thinking about making, but your mom is telling you to double check yourself. All right, Amanda? Bree Warren. I done that yesterday. Oh my God, now I'm crying. So that's from Bree Warren. So yeah, that's really special. She was there for that. So again, your loved ones come through and they give positive, amazing messages just like that to little old me here, giving me a little insight on your life and telling you about how awesome you are, and letting you know like that they're with you by showing me the things that they're doing in your life. So if anybody would like to become a part of my SGC, what it does is give you that little gold tag, and when we're in our chats like this, it lets me see you a little bit better. It's $6 a month, and it helps support the channel greatly, and I appreciate you when you do that. So Amanda2702, who I said her mom came through with a very strong psychic connection in my stomach and gave her some financial advice of double check before you purchase that. Amanda says, I know what she's talking about. Thank you, Scott. You're welcome, and thank you to your mom for coming through that well. I appreciate it. Melissa, how are you today? Anybody who follows me, thank you so much. If you're purchasing a subscription, double thank you so much. I appreciate you. That helps us build a lot so much here. And I haven't done any readings this week, so I'm super like fresh. I got all my psychic juice here, if so to speak. Westy says, it's my grandmother's heavenly birthday. Well, happy birthday, Grandma. I'm sure she's doing really well up there and is smiling down on you as she probably would in life. Tracy says, is my Grandma Lou with me? Let's see if Grandma Lou has anything to say. Tracy, have you been I got this really vivid image of walking outside a lot for some reason and going out to the front door. I don't know if you're going outside to smoke or if you're going outside to check for a package, but your grandmother is showing me this repetitiveness of going in and out of the house. So what's up with that and why are you doing it? I can see you. There's a lot of people messaging here. Those gold tags help a lot for me to see who I am reading for. Yep, thanks. Thanks, Sheep Girl. You the best. I had a dream about my friend Jay. I'm curious if it was really him. Absolutely. Those are called visitation dreams. Oh, okay. I'm helping my dad a lot, cancer treatment. Okay. So your grandmother is just showing me you walking in and out of the house a lot. So if that is to go to and from the cancer treatment, that's probably what she's talking about. So I don't know if you've been visiting him a lot and coming in and out of the house, but she's with you when you're doing that. So it's really important that you know that. And she's aware that you're traveling often to go back and forth and do those things, okay? And treatments, yep, okay. Did your dad smoke? Is that why he's got, I got the, because she showed me a cigarette, so I have to imagine that has something to do with smoking. I'm so sorry there. I can't say your name, Dulce Delure. I'm sure that she knows that you are thinking about her often, and that's really important to know that. Okay? And you can talk to her anytime. You can say goodbye to her all the time. Okay, he smokes a lot, but it's colon cancer. Okay. So I see that you're working a lot with him. You're pulling off a lot of different, man, a lot of different acts at once to make it work for him. And I just want to let you know that it's not going unnoticed by the people on the other side, okay? Cat0430 says, "Is my grandma with me beside me with what I'm going through?" Yeah, so a lot of people are stopping by and asking about their grandmas today, which is really interesting. Something that I would tell you is that if you've seen just a couple of the readings already today, is that our loved ones are with us all of the time, especially when we need them. So if you're asking for them to come through, they're absolutely going to. They're going to be there for you in your hard times and in your good times. One of the most interesting things that we don't do here in the Western world that I think happens a lot more in the East is that they speak to their ancestors a lot and they're very aware that they're around them. So, something that I would say here is that we should also pick up that practice and know that our loved ones are always there with us, okay? She was your rock and your best friend, so nothing would change. Now she would probably just be a spirit guide. Um, Do you know why she would show me lumps in her throat or your throat? She's putting nodules all the way down here and talking about that in a very specific way. I don't know if this is on the inside or the outside, but I'm supposed to talk about it. Good morning, Chick Mama. How are you? I see you, Pete. Don't spam, buddy. I see you. You know how it works. If they when they come through, they come through, and if I see your tag, I'll grab you if I can. If your loved one calls to me, okay? Uh oh, dropping cars. I'm gonna get in trouble. Nate Marie says, I know I know it's been a few minutes now, but I'm still shaking and so happy. I just got the curtains from the dryer. So yeah, that's just your grandma checking in on you. She knows what you're up to. Isn't that so funny? I love it. Where did my friend here go that I wanted to? Nate Marie says, I would love guidance if this house is correct. It feels like it's going to be a little bit more than you might be willing to um, bite off. I don't know if this is financially or the house has a lot going on with it, but it may not be the right financial choice for you. Just to keep in mind. Where's my buddy 420? I have problems with my throat. Okay, so she's with you and she's acknowledging that. So just to let you know that she is with you and she's going through with whatever you're going through. Just know that she's aware of that and she's taking care of you from the other side as best she can. Okay. Thanks. It may need much work. Yeah, it's funny. Hi Canada, how are you? Disney Mama says need reinforcement, positive reinforcement. Now's a good time for you to make decisions on behalf of that person, and don't hesitate to make decisions for them. This indicates that whatever's going on in that child's life needs to be done quickly in a positive way. So if you've been hesitating on making decisions on their behalf, don't. It's okay to do that for you. Okay, that's for Disney Mama. Hi from Nepal. Wow, cool, Nepal. What's up? Hey, everybody, my name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic. Today I'm doing some tarot card readings as well as spirit led mediumship, which is really a lot of fun. If you could do me a favor, throw me some likes, definitely follow, and if you wouldn't mind, give it a share. Share it on your Facebook, share it on your Instagram, share it on here on TikTok, wherever you like. Let other people know what we're up to today and that we're sending positive messages out there and having a good time doing it. Thank you. You guys are the best. The best. Thank you. Thanks. And if you really want to support the channel, you can go ahead and just hit the star button. It's $6 a month. You get a subscription. You get the little tag on there. And anytime I go live with subscription only chats on, you get to be one of my SGC, Sup Ghost Crew, who get to be in the chat. And I speak directly to you. Hi, Carrie. Me, please. What would you like, Carrie? Thank you for the Friday. I appreciate you so much. Carrie has one of the orange tags, if you saw that come up. What would you like me to talk to you about, Carrie? You have been here quite a while. I can tell by the golden orange. Morgs 325 with my custom Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. That's me on Monday mornings. My brother-in-law passed. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you for the cactus. He rocks. Hola, buenos dias. Buenos dias to you as well. Gracias. I don't really speak too good of Spanish, like poquito. My best friend's daughter suddenly passed away. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Simply. Let's see. I know you're saying she suddenly passed away. I can't use certain words on here, but was this like a self-inflicted sort of thing? Because I keep feeling like I should talk about that. Do you understand that, Simply? That was a heavy one. No, not self. I keep seeing something that I want to talk about it being like they're owning up to it, like they did something. So I don't know what that's about. For anybody who doesn't know, I'm an evidentiary medium, and that means that I don't try to make things fit into stories that don't make sense just to make them fit. I try to understand why I'm seeing what I'm seeing to understand it better. So for Simply, that may not be the right person that I was looking for, but I certainly connected with her. There may be somebody around her that specifically is trying to come through that did do something. So she says she did make a mistake, though. Okay. So that, because she's owning up to it, is really what it comes down to. So just understand that is from her, and she's saying it like that. Okay. So whether or not it was an on purpose or not, she's owning it. Okay. So just let her mom and family know that she's okay, and she's making her venture over to the other side. She doesn't seem to be all the way there yet, but she's on her way up. Okay. I know some folks are asking about their loved ones who may have been taken from them through nefarious means. I will tell you this, is that I don't generally go into those sorts of readings here on live. Right now I'm working on one cold case, and it is a possible murder. I only ever take on one case like that at a time, and right now that's my one. If anybody's interested in true crime, paranormal, cold case stuff, excuse me, please head over to my YouTube channel, which is under the same name, Scotty the Medium. And every week I'll be giving you updates on how I got involved in that kind of case and how it's going from there in the progression. We are looking for a young lady named Dina McCann. She disappeared from Lodi, New Jersey in December of 1981. She's been missing almost 41 years. And through a contact on social media, I was in touch with her brother, and I've been helping the family ever since. So there's a lot of updates, and there's going to be a lot of videos and coverage of that stuff. Real-time investigation of the true crime investigation with the paranormal, mediumship, all that stuff. So if you're interested in that and maybe you want to get involved in the case, or if you live out that way, maybe you have information, you can head over to my YouTube, Scotty the Medium, and get involved there. Thanks. Yeah. And anybody else does anybody here know Dave Schrader from Holzer Files, or from most recently Ghosts of Devil's Perch? If you know him, give me a like, let me know, and I'll tell you how you can find a really cool conversation I had with him this week on the Paranormal 60 podcast. Yep. So the folks here who know Dave Schrader, we are fast becoming acquaintances and maybe friends soon. He had me on his podcast. It's called the Paranormal 60. It was on Monday evening. And if you'd like to check that out, if you listen to podcasts, just look up the Paranormal 60 on anywhere you listen to podcasts, or on YouTube, and find the one with my name in the description, Scott Davis, and you can watch that. And we discuss the cold case stuff. And it's really good. Dave's a great guy. Great. Will do. Awesome. All right. Let's see who we got here. So, I know there's a lot of people who are looking for answers, and I'm going to do my best to help you out. My husband passed away 5 months ago. Can you let me know if he's around? Sure, Teddy. Teddy is one of my SGCs. See, she's got a gold tag there. So sorry for your loss, by the way. As I started to... Wow, that's really wild. As I started to connect for your husband, I felt really light and exhilarated at the same time, which means that that's his energy. He's pushing through really hard, and he's doing a motion, and I think you must have been doing something recently where you were rolling something out. I don't know if this is corn we're rolling in butter, or if we're rolling a rolling pin out, but he's like showing me you with this round object cylinder, and he's rolling it, and he's like, I just watched her do this. I was here when you did it. And it's just a cylinder, and he's rolling forward. Do you understand what that means, Teddy? You must have just been doing something recently where you're like rolling something forward or rolling something out, and it's really important. He's like super energetic to talk about this. Normally when we do this kind of stuff, it's one-on-one, and I can really hone in on you, but this is, as soon as I feel like this craziness around me with him, so strong, so much energy from him. You were looking at pictures, so what were you doing? Like flipping through them, rolling through them, or you were like rolling through them? Because he's like talking about that, and why does he make me feel like we're rolling something out? That's interesting. How do you meet with me one-on-one? If when I put up Zoom readings, if you're distant from me from New Jersey, you follow the link in my description and follow my links. If you're here in New Jersey, hit me up, and we can set a time and date for you to come into my beautiful little reading space here and sit with me at the table. So you're rolling through them. So it's really important that you know that while you're rolling through those photographs that he was with you and watching you do that. And it's really important that you know that he was connecting with you, okay? That's really important. But what else is going on with him? He's giving me like the butterflies here in my chest and my stomach area, and he's making it hard for me to breathe, and I feel like I'm falling in love. So I don't know if you were having that sort of experience looking through the photographs, but I don't know if this is a physical or an emotional thing. It's a bit of a mix. Like for anybody who has ever fallen in love before, been in love, you get that feeling that's like a little chemically, it's like a little emotional, but it's also physical as well. It's the same feeling I'm feeling when I connect to your husband. And it's the same kind of airy feeling, like, so I just want to tell you that it's really important that you know that. It's really tough. Courtney says, when will I get a new job? You get the strength card. Keep putting yourself out there. You have plenty of strength and endurance. You'll get a new job as soon as you're in front of the right employer. And that is not a vague reading. That means that you still haven't come face to face with the right person who you're going to be a good mix with, and you need to keep moving forward until you find the job that you feel is correct for you, and they also feel that you're the right fit. And again, that's not a vague reading. That I feel like there's something very strong, like you're waiting for the right position for you that's going to fit, and you'll have more of a career than a job. Okay? Hey, what's up, South Africa? I've been getting a lot of people from South Africa. What's up with that? What's up, Shell? A bird hit our window and hit our wing. Okay. So I'm doing readings and a bird hit the window outside. Crazy. Should I end the live and go tend to the bird? What do you guys think? Nah, birds are fine. I just feel bad that a bird hit the window. My wife said that it hit its wing and it got hurt. So let me go check on the bird, and I'll be right back. Just hang out here for a second. Amuse yourselves. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. The bird hit the back sliding glass door, which I wasn't expecting. We have a big bay window in the front, and it hit the back window, but it jumped up and flew away when my wife went outside. She was so worried. No, it's not a bad sign. To me, it's a spiritual messenger that, like, I haven't done any readings all week, and I'm sitting back here with you, and I'm doing readings, and all of a sudden, all these things are happening. Isn't that funny? I like this question here that says, I want to know more about myself, please. Nobody knows yourself better than you, my friend. And anybody out there who says that they know better than you about yourself is full of baloney. So I couldn't tell you more about yourself than you already know. My job is not to do that. My job is to have insights that help you understand what to do next if you're stuck. And even I need those insights sometimes. Sometimes I get a little bit stuck and I need a little bit of, usually it's my wife. I don't go to any kind of readers, even though I have amazing friends that do it. It's usually my wife that I will turn to and say, like, what am I supposed to be doing next? And she'll give me the information because she knows me almost as good as I know myself. Okay? Readers can't do that for you. Any tips on how to get unstuck? So for my friends out there who are readers and they want to, oh my gosh, how about this? The Ace of Matches. And it says inspiration at the top. So if recently you haven't been feeling yourself or you're feeling like you're struggling and you're not sure where to go, sometimes we got to think outside the box and go to different places to understand what it is that we want. And a lot of times I find myself swimming upstream, so to speak. And I think a lot of us will feel that when we're trying to learn new things and understand new stuff. So this week started off on Monday with the Paranormal Podcast, the Paranormal 60 with Dave Schrader. Then that re-inspired me to want to get my YouTube content out, to get more stuff out. And I'm working on it. But it's a struggle. It's not as easy as coming here on live and speaking with all of you like this. But it's something I greatly want to do. It's very important to me, but it's not as easy as this. So the inspiration needs to outweigh the endeavor of the giantness of doing that sort of thing. Then I also went to the paranormal shop. Well, it's not a paranormal shop. It's called The Parlor, and they're going to do all kinds of cool stuff out of there in Keyport, New Jersey. But I digress. You need to find an inspiration that moves you forward. That's really what it's about. What's up, everybody? My name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic. I'm going to be doing some more readings here. The kids are at school, so it's nice and quiet. I'm in my back reading room, and I'm just hanging out with you. I'm going to drink some more Wawa coffee because I feel like I'm starting to run out of steam. I didn't eat any breakfast today, which is highly unlike me. Who here eats breakfast every day? Who wakes up in the morning, puts your feet on the ground, and you're like, I need me breakfast? Whether it's cereal, oatmeal, maybe if you live in New Jersey, it's a pork roll, egg and cheese. What's your deal? Hello and good morning. Not me. My wife doesn't. She's like, how do you just wake up and eat breakfast? I'm like, I don't know. I just do it. I love it. But today I didn't. I was feeling like not in the mood, which is weird. Heather says coffee equals breakfast. Sometimes it does, and I agree with that. I cook bacon and eggs with potatoes every day. I'll be over later. Tomorrow morning, you cannot renege, because if you're making potatoes, I'm in. That's the one thing I don't ever cook at home because it takes so long. All right. Can I hear from someone if they come through? So why don't I do my usual? I'm drinking my coffee, and who's been here for spirit-led mediumship? Do you understand how that works? Basically, I will close my eyes and I'll ask for anybody on the other side to step forward. They will give me the clues as to who they are. They may discuss themselves. They may discuss their life. And if you understand who that is, you go ahead and you write in all caps that they belong to you. And then we will do a reading for you live right here, okay? Last week we did one. I was at a cemetery, which was really nice. It was so peaceful there. And this really wonderful woman named Millie came through, or Minnie, and she gave me a bunch of information. So I'm going to put on my peppermint oil, my little peppermint oil that I love. This opens up your psychic senses. Anybody who's interested in that sort of thing, you can get peppermint oil from Amazon. It's about $14, and you can use that to help, first off, clear your sinuses. 2, it's a great bug repellent. And 3, it's really amazing for opening up your psychic senses. So let's see if there's anybody here that would like to talk. So there's somebody stepping through right now. This is going to be a male. He is talking to me about fitting, I think, fence posts or a railing. So I'm looking at a piece of wood, and it has 4 screws at the bottom of a post, and he's fitting things together. So I have to imagine that this is somebody who probably did some sort of construction work for a living, but very specific to railings or decks. Like, this is probably how they made their living. I think he has a name like Bert or Bartholomew. So Bart, Bartholomew, something to that effect. He did a lot of driving big trucks to and from construction sites. He did a lot of building with wood. He is approximately 300 pounds. He has a big round face and a mustache. He is telling me that he passed away from complications of a heart attack. So he's like, yeah, I had a heart attack. And I was like he's like, I passed away from pneumonia. So he's a bigger fella, and he had a heart attack, and then he passed away eventually because he's in the hospital and he catches pneumonia. But he's probably only about 50 years old, so he's pretty young when he passed away. It looks like he had really bad hypertension. His cheeks are very red. He's like, I just want to let everybody in my family know that I'm okay. So does anybody know who that might be? If you know, so Bert Bartholomew had definitely into building things like decks or railings. Certainly, he's wearing a hat. Somebody says, does he have long hair? He's got a hat on, so I can't tell, but he's got a big round mustache. It's a big round face. Very rosy cheeks from probably hypertension or something. Like, I would imagine that's what it is. And then he says that he has a heart attack, and he goes to the hospital, and he passes there, but from a pneumonia issue, not his heart. Or at least that's what they said. And I keep looking for kids. It doesn't seem like Love says, Love Tokej says that sounds like your husband. What's his name? What's his name, Love? Was I right with Bert, Bernie, or something with that B? Love, I got you. I'm watching you. If that's your husband, just let me know what I got correct in a couple words so that we know. I do connect with pets. I don't speak to them, but I do connect with them. So if they're around, I will check that out. Oh, it's a bot. Okay. So if okay, I see that your husband passed, but I'm looking for this gentleman in particular. He's my Jerry was a big guy and dies from a heart attack. But did he pass? Um, yeah, it has a B name. This gentleman. So he's. I'll give you one more time, and then I'm gonna move on if nobody connects with him. So he's approximately 50 years old. He's probably around 280 to 300 pounds. He has a big round face, brown mustache, wearing a hat. Certainly into using lumber for building. I think specifically decks or maybe framing houses. He's doing a lot of that kind of work. He drove the trucks to and from the site, and he's saying that he had a heart attack, but he didn't pass from a heart attack. He passed from pneumonia later after the heart attack. Okay? Could it be the last name Bertrand? Yeah, it could be. He's just giving me that really strong B. Haunted Detective, we will do that privately, of course. Anybody who likes true crime and stuff like that, follow Haunted Detective. She's fantastic. Your late husband, Barney. All right, so I'm going to move on if nobody can really be like, oh, that's absolutely him. I'll let him step back because he's using a lot of energy to hover here. Okay? So I'll let him step back. They did. He said his name is Bert or Barney or something with a B. It's as good as I can listen as well, you know. Tosh says it might be her husband. Okay. Yeah, like yeah, construction worker. I don't want to be too vague about it because he's showing me putting up fence posts or large pieces of lumber. So it's really, you know, I want to be as specific as possible. I'm an evidentiary medium, which means that they specifically will show me things that are very important. Okay. Bye, Hawkeye. It was nice seeing you. My dad is Bert. My brother is Fidel. My auntie is Zena. I live there. Can you? Oh, it's interesting. All right. If he comes through, I will let you know. Okay. So I'm going to uh, close my eyes and see who else who can come through. Okay. First, a cup of coffee. All right. So my name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic. I'm reaching out for all of your loved ones who are hanging out with us today on a live. I see that there's quite a few people standing behind me. I would like for you to walk up one at a time, and I'll let a couple of you speak today. Somebody came up to me and they had, this is a woman, and she has sconces. And normally I keep a pen and paper with me. I guess I'm going to have to use my pad that I have here, my electronic pad. I'm going to draw something for you, and I'll show you what she's showing me. So where's my notes? New note. New. Okay. So it looks like this. And it comes out like this. And it has like a... Okay. This woman came up to me and she has like a sconce and it sort of looks like this. It's coming off the wall and it seems like she has a couple of them. She's like, Scott, I love antiquing. I bought a bunch of these and I wanted to hang them up in my house, but I never got a chance to. They sat around for a pretty long time and I should have hung them up. And she's like, somebody's going through my garage and they're wondering what to do with these things. As I'm connecting with her, my stomach is really starting to hurt. I feel like she had she keeps like vomiting. So she had, I don't know what's going on here in her stomach, but she has a lot of stomach issues and she passed from this. Also, she's putting on heavy eyeliner. She's like, don't worry about what I was sick from. Talk about the sconces because I like to collect all this stuff. And she's like, and I'm putting on my eyeliner. She's putting on red nail polish. She's like, I like to be done up. She's like, very colorful. And her name, she's either saying Andrea for the person watching or she is Andrea. So if you know who that is, yeah. I cannot honestly tell you how old she is. She is putting on her makeup, and I don't think I'm supposed to ask. I do get messages in any language because they do a lot of showing me instead of talking to me if we don't speak the same language. So is anybody missing this lady? Andrea, 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 Andrea. She keeps saying it over and over again. And she's saying that she has all these sconces or all these like things that she antiqued for. She was supposed to put them up, and then she didn't do that, and then she's put on heavy eyeliner, doing her nails. Hell, and they don't know what to do with my car. Ugh. Everybody's so appalled by it because it's so old. That's so funny. No, then it's not her. This lady's definitely putting on makeup. Um, it could be Anne. She just keeps saying over and over again. So if you understand most of the clues, but I'm off on the name, I often say a lot of times that I will get a shoe size before I get a name. So just to let you know. And she's like talking about her car being old, and people were like, "Oh, what are we gonna do with it? It's garbage." I should like people are like, "It's really funny." These are spirits stuck in their human lives and don't want to leave. Nope, that's not true. They're in spirit. They're on the other side. How long before somebody can talk after they pass? I usually do say about like 3 months. All right, I'm gonna let her move on. So if anybody's missing this and you might want to go back, I will put this on YouTube so you can rewatch it. Okay. All right, young lady, you can go ahead and step back. By the way, this woman had dark black hair, and it's like short and moosed up. She looks like a real pip. She was really fun. Okay. There is a gentleman stepping forward. He is dark skinned. He has a white goatee. He's approximately 65 to 70 years old. Looks like he has a little bit of white hair on top. I don't know if he's Spanish or African American. He's got a very light mocha color skin. Um, he's got black glasses on. He's wearing a white linen button down shirt. And he might have passed away from some sort of getting. He keeps showing me bugs like mosquitoes or something, so I don't know if he got sick from something very easily treatable and passed away from it. And then he's also showing me getting a lot of letters in a mailbox, and somebody just keeps throwing them out. So if you have a dad or a grandfather who passed away, he'd probably be about 65, 70 years old, dark mocha color skin, white goatee, a little bit of white hair on top. He's really chill, and I think he has a J name. I don't think it's John. It seems a little bit more complicated than that. And he's like, yeah, they keep getting letters and throwing them out on me, and he's making me feel like something stung him, and he got sick and passed from that. That's interesting. Anybody have any idea who that might be? Jeffrey? It could be a Jeffrey. That definitely could be a name. Hey, what's up, Sarge? How are you doing? Wow. Oh, thanks for the cowboy hat, partner. I don't know. So I give you the physical description and what they possibly passed from, and then you tell me if you know who it is. That's how these spirit-led things go. I just let whoever wants to come through, and I talk to them. My dad was 60 when he passed. Dark skin, black salt pepper hair. Yeah, that's about right, Disney Mama. Do you know what he passed away from, or why he would talk to me about mosquitoes or bees or something like stinging him? Do you understand what that's about? Thank you, PJ. I appreciate you. And have you been getting mail for him or something recently, or did you get a piece of mail from him, Disney, that you like recently got, and you're like, wow, why do I have this? And then you just tossed it out because it was strange. It's really odd that he would show me a piece of mail, or show something. Okay, so he had hepatitis, which is interesting. Possibly something that he got from something else. That's a blood disease, right? Or maybe you got stung. Did somebody in your family just get stung? Because he's really pressing upon somebody getting stung or bit. People were looking for him after he passed for issues in his past. Okay. Well, I think this is probably him, and you said his name is Jeffrey, right? And I said it's not John, it's more complicated. So that's probably him. He's very calm and relaxed and chilled. So I just want to let you know that he's doing okay. And what's up with, like, seriously, did somebody just get stung in your house? Like, what's up with this? He's not stopping about it, by the way. He won't stop. He just keeps showing somebody getting stung. Either bit by a mosquito or stung by a bee. Evidentiary mediumship is really weird. Okay, yes. And he was so chill, best dad ever. My son keeps getting bug bites. All right, so he's probably hanging out with your son. He's talking about all these bug bites and whatever. So that's really interesting that he's talking about that. And just let you know he's doing okay. And he's letting us know that way, okay? So just let you know he's doing fine. So thanks for, validating that. I appreciate you. That means a lot. Hey, Carrie, if Mama comes through, I'll let you know, okay? I'm keeping an open mind and open ear for everybody that wants to come through, okay? So Disney Mama got a nice little reading, and her dad is hanging out. Very nice. Okay. Let's see who else can come through. If you like what we're doing here, my name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic. Today I'm doing some spiritual-led readings, some tarot if you like. Please do me a favor. If you want to support me, hit the subscription button. That means a lot. Thank you, Mario, for the bros. What's up, Chuck? How you doing, buddy? If you like what you're seeing here, likes are great. Follows are amazing. We're this close to 200,000 folks. That would be amazing to get it there. I have some other really awesome, amazing things coming down the pipeline that I can't quite talk about yet, but you can catch me in some really amazing places. If anybody here likes Discovery Plus, or Travel Channel, you can catch me on past episodes of Paranormal 911. You can catch me on A Haunting, and you can also catch me this coming Ghostober on Travel Channel on Eli Roth Presents My Possessed Pets. So, if you're interested in those sorts of scary shows, you can see me there as well. Thank you. Queen O'Rock says, why do you do readings after 3 months of someone passing? So I feel like that is about the time it takes for them to get to wherever it is that they're going. And that is when I feel comfortable doing readings for them. Plus, it helps the grief wall come down a little bit. 3 months is like my sweet spot to begin in. I will do more tarot readings, of course. Have I ever seen Paranosis on TikTok? Yep, I've seen them. They're pretty interesting. It's the guy who has like the haunted house, right? I know this might sound funny since I do a lot here and I'm a bit of a creator, as they say. But I don't actually watch that many paranormal TikToks and stuff like that just because I don't want to be influenced by what everybody else in the field is doing. I like being my own person and just staying in my own boat, so to speak. So I like to do this here. Are you going to do another class soon? Yeah, absolutely. So if people are interested in honing their own abilities as a medium or psychic, tarot reader, all those kinds of things, I do a class that's usually about 2.5 hours long. It's only $40 and it's via Zoom, so it's super easy for you to sit in the living room and hang out with me and learn a little bit about your own abilities. And at the end of every class, I always do at least one reading as an example for one of my participants so that you can understand how it's done in a more close-up kind of environment. Hi, Southern Michigan. How are you? It's nice to see you there. Why do you think people think that the spirits hang around where their body was buried? I'm not sure, but that's a really great question. It probably has a lot to do with People being rational on one hand and then irrational by thinking that spirits are there, right? So where would you think that you'd stay? You'd stay close to home, right? Your home body. But that's not the case. Not in most cases, anyway. Sometimes they do. They'll go visit themselves at the memorial site or burial, but generally we don't find too many spirits hanging out in those places. Tallahassee, Florida, what's up? All right, let me see. I know my parents cremated, so it always bothers me. People think that's for the hangout. So people do tend to stay a little bit. It's an interesting phenomenon. People do tend to hang around their cremated remains a little bit more than their burial site. I'm not sure why, but it probably has something to do with the fact that it's in memorial. So if it's in your house, if that person that you love is in your house with you, they hang out with that a little bit more. Their energy is more connected. I once walked into a house and this woman in spirit came right up to the door to me. Thanks for the hearts. I appreciate you. I walked up to the house for a reading, not a paranormal investigation. The living person opened the door for me, and this woman in spirit presented herself, and she's like, "You got to get me out of here." I was like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "Come on, I'm in the closet. Tell her to get me out." And she told me her name was like Aunt Eiley or something like that. And I said to the lady, I was like, "Do you have the cremated remains of one of your aunts here?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Is she in a closet?" And the lady was like, "Yeah, I didn't know what to do with her." I was like, "Well, she's standing here. He's really upset that she's in the closet. You got to get her out." And then that's what happened. And she went over to a closet and pulled out a box with the remains in it and said, "Okay, I'll take her out." And she did that. So as long as you're not putting them in the closet, you'll be just fine, I think. Did you watch Friday or Wednesday night and what happened with that trinket box? Don't know what you're talking about. If it's paranosis, no, I didn't. Again, I haven't had much time to really concentrate on what other people are doing. Unfortunately, I've been so busy doing my own thing. Plus, we have I don't want to say too much. I don't want to jinx. You know, if you say something in the universe, sometimes it backfires on you. But I have a really big thing that's getting worked on. And you may be seeing me in a much bigger fashion soon. Okay? Let's just put it that way. I can't say too much. But you can also catch me on Travel Channel and Discovery Plus. All right. So let me see if we. Oh, also, if who here watches YouTubers? Anybody here watch a lot of YouTube paranormal people? You can catch me on the Paranormal Files with Colin. We did Penhurst Asylum, which is a little over 2 hours long. It was pretty amazing. So, if you're into that, you can watch that. A lot of crazy stuff happened. And I'm also on Exploring with Josh at Penhurst as well. You can check that out. Oh, this is a great question. Where'd you go? Do those that have passed know when you name a child after them? Are they proud? Yes, and let me tell you what happens. So I did a reading for my friend's dad a couple weeks ago, and this gentleman came from the other side. And anytime you name someone after somebody who's deceased, or they're named after them even while they're alive, they do this thing where they take an arrow and they point it from their chest to somebody alive. They go like this. And this means someone has my name that's there with you, that's alive. And they do this over and over again. So yeah, they love that stuff. When you do that, oh, it makes their day. They love it. So let's see who else is here with us, okay? I have somebody coming through that was actually a psychic themselves. They were probably professional. This is a woman. She actually has this really nice, like, velvet pillow with a crystal ball on top of it. The pillow was really nice when it was new, but I guess from the years of it getting used, it got aged. So it's like red on the bottom and it's a little bit gray on top. It's got the crystal ball on top of it. And she's telling me that the person who owns it keeps a rag over it, or not a rag, but like a cloth, which you're supposed to. Tell me some more, miss. I feel like she probably had really bad dementia or Alzheimer's because she's doing a lot of confusion in my brain as she got older. I feel like there's a lot of bees buzzing, so she had a lot of personal problems aside from managing spirit. And her name is Anne or Anna. and she's like saying two parts to the name. So Anna, Lisa, Annalise, Anna second. This starts with an L, I think. Anybody have anybody in their family that passed like that? Then you would have their ball, their crystal ball, on a pillow. Or if they had one, do you know of it? It's really interesting. This woman presented this to me. I very rarely get to see other people who are psychics themselves. They rarely present themselves that way. So that's really important. Oh, Frozen Baby P says, "Who'd you train with?" Nobody. Trained myself. Doing pretty good too. I read a lot of reading and a lot of research and tons of readings in order to get myself sharpened up to the point where I'm at. Rebecca says, "My grandma Anna Elizabeth. I have a crystal ball on my shelf." Okay, I think that we have a winner chicken dinner. Rebecca Oracle, how are you? So this woman who's coming through, did your grandma have Alzheimer's or anything like that? Yes, I can recommend books. Remind me to say it in a couple minutes. I will let you all know all of these psychic tips here in a minute. Let me talk to this young lady. I am looking for my buddy who just said she is English, and I believe so she was forgetful. Okay, so Rebecca, I just want to let you know that this woman is just coming through, and that she's making me aware that she's around. And it was really interesting that she came out and talked about the crystal ball. So it's funny that you have it up there. Was that hers or is it yours? Is it something that you picked up and she's just talking about? I felt like there's some sort of ownership to it. So she either was a medium or a psychic, and she used it, or she's talking about her having the gift but passing it along to you. It's really important to know that which one it is, just so I can help hone in on her a little bit better. It's funny that you said that she's English. I didn't pick up an accent. However, it was really funny the way that she just kind of barged in and said hello. Oh boy. And I like that she gave me the part of her name. This is very interesting. It was my mom's, and I just developed into my abilities. Okay, so awesome. So normally we know, well, maybe you don't know. Maybe you're new here. Not you, but other folks. So we develop our gifts, and they're hereditary. It seems they're passed on from person to person in our families, much like any kind of other genetic thing. So your mom had it, and it was hers, and she passed it on to you. And grandma presents the ball to me, which means that she most likely had the gift as well, even if she didn't utilize it. And now she's talking about you, letting you know that it's ready. You're ready. So I see that it's time for you to go ahead and move forward on your spiritual journey. And it's really important that you know that you're going to have a really great spirit guide. So Anna is going to be with you as you move forward through your spiritual journey. Just ask her for help. She is your number one spiritual guide, okay? So I hope that helps you. Thank you so much for validating her. I hope that everybody heard that message and they understand that that's like really amazing that she came through like that. Queen O'Rock says, do spirits show signs immediately after they pass? Many times they do, yes. And don't let anybody, like, I'm just a living person like you. I don't have the answers. I don't have all the answers. I don't have a tenth of the answers. I can only go by my past experience and apply it to the future, right? So when you ask me about those sorts of things, I'm only telling you what I know based on what I've experienced myself. And the fact that I speak to so many people with these same kinds of experiences. So yes, they can show themselves immediately. Lisa Moore says, only God has the answers. That's very correct. And I'm so lucky that I have something here that gives me a tiny peek on the other side, and it's just enough to help me bridge the gap, be a medium. Okay? All right, let me see. Hey everybody, my name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic. I'm hanging out with you today doing readings, tarot or spirit led, whichever one is on the menu, whichever one comes first. If you like what you're seeing here, please do me a favor, give me lots of likes, say hello in the comments, and if you want to become a subscriber, that means a lot. You just hit the little star. It's $6 for a month. You get a cool little tag and custom emojis. Alrighty. And when I turn on subscriber only chats, that's when those gold tag people are the only ones who are allowed to comment and hang out with us. All right. Hi there, Roxy. How are you? Hi from Maine. What's up? Hi. Oh, here we go. I like this question. I'm trying to help Tara's parent get guardianship for babies. Need some help, Tara. Come on, mama. So I get told you're doing a little too much. Not that you care, but you're pushing too much. You have to wait for the situation to play out. Please stop burning yourself at both ends and becoming so tired and frustrated. The universe will play out. And this is what I'm told to tell you. And then they showed me a possum. I don't know why. They showed me a possum. Maybe that means something special to you or between you and somebody on the other side. And that was for Mama First 444. So if that possum means anything to you, just let me know. That was really interesting. Hi from Tennessee. How are you? Like I said, if I read something and I see something, I will let you know. I'm just looking for Mama First here. Do 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 do. Thank you so much. I have no idea what a possum represents, but everything else resonated. Okay, so I don't know why that I would see a possum, but I want you to keep your eye open for it because it was very clear at the very. I heard everything, and then the possum showed up. So that might mean that there's going to be something in the future that you see, and maybe there'll be a stuffed possum, maybe you'll see a real possum. I don't know, but I do know that it was very clear at the end of that. So just so you know to keep that. Just so you know to keep an eye out. All right. All right. So let's see who else we got going on here. Okay. There's a man stepping forward. He's pretty young. He is telling me, I don't know where there's 2 star tattoos. I don't know if they're here or here, but he's like putting 2 star tattoos either here or here, one on each side. He's very thin. He's approximately 35 to 40 years old. He has short black hair that he kind of like mine, but it's very short to his head that he kept comb over a lot. He wears a lot of black. His name might be Dan, or he's talking about Dan or Danny, Daniel. He's like, come on, man, you know me. And he's very nervous feeling. And he's showing me some CDS, some illicit drug use. So I don't know if that's what he passed away from, though. Because he's not showing me that, but he's telling me that he was a drug user, which is fine. Does anybody know who this might be? The tattoos are really important. So they're either here on his necks or here. Can it be Dale instead of Dan? Yeah, absolutely. So there's somebody saying it's Eric. I don't know. I'm going to tell you. Tattoos here or here, stars. Short black hair that's like mine. And he's like very nervous, very thin, and he's 35 to 40 years old or so. But he won't let me know. It's not like he didn't pass from an overdose, but he was a drug user. But I don't see what he passed from. It's D. So Kelly Davis. Hey, what's up? Same last name. Let's see where Kelly says. Go back here. Kelly Davis. It could be a Dale instead of Dan, yeah. Lung problems. Okay. When will I be doing sub readings only? Probably tomorrow night, Saturday, at some point. So please turn on your notifications. It will be this weekend, though, for sure. It might be tomorrow morning or tomorrow night. I'm not sure yet. Okay. So Dale, you think? Okay. So Kelly Davis thinks it might be Dale. Okay. So let me see. This what I could say is that he's still very nervous feeling. And I'm trying to see if he has some sort of message for us. It's very important that he says that he made it to the other side. Okay. He's like really, I don't want to say that I don't want to, because I don't try to make anything negative, but I will always be truthful about what I'm feeling. He's very upset about his passing. He definitely feels like there were things that he did not finish, or things were taken from him unjustly. So like his time, but he's also like, is like nobody cared enough about me, and I ended up this way. So that's really important, Kelly. But he's not mad at you. I think he's just talking to you to let you know that this is what's going on with him. And he keeps sliding. I don't know what he's doing, but you know when you stand on one of those old scales, and you move the weight over? I don't know why he keeps talking about something like that. I don't know if he's actually on a scale moving the weight over, but he is sliding things over, maybe beads or something, and it's really important that I talk about it. And he's like making me feel like he's counting, like an old abacus or something. So I don't know what that means, but it's important to say it, okay? So Claire, I'm sorry, Kelly, if you understand that, let me know, okay? I know Clairvoyant Crystal had asked, a drug sale could be. Clairvoyant Crystal says she'd love a message before she goes. I know that you asked me, how can you develop your abilities? So basically, what I always tell people is that you should meditate often, and read a lot to learn. And don't just follow one person, follow many and understand what a lot of us do and figure out what's good for you. One book that I always tell people to read is that. My favorite is The Happy Medium by Kim Russo. She's amazing. She's another psychic medium based out of New York. She's fantastic. I always recommend her book. It's super easy reading and gives you a lot of insight on how to become a medium and develop your abilities. Okay? How do we get a reading? You just hang out with me, and I wait for your loved ones to come through and say hello. Should we take the trip this weekend? Yes, I think you should. I think you should go on your trip. Make sure that you make sure that you want to be cooped up in the car with the person you're going with, though. Okay. Thank you, Mara, for your purchase of my subscription. I appreciate you. Thanks so much. Welcome to the SGC. And for everybody who is coming through that has subscribed, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate you. All right, let's see. She said, my mom must be busy today. She might be. All right. Somebody's mom stepped forward and she's shoving $4 exactly in my face. And she's like, this is what I have, $4. She's like, you're going to listen to me? All right. I don't want your money. I'm doing this for free. What's up? How can I help you, miss? I'm not talking to any of you that are watching this, by the way. I'm talking to this lovely old lady that put $4 in my face, and she's like, this is what I have. It's okay. I don't want your money. I couldn't spend spirit money if I wanted to. It's not recognized by the United States government. So she is elderly. She is probably 85 to 90 years old. She is approximately 5'7". This is going to sound really funny in light of this week's events. And you must know, if you're new here or if you've been watching me for a while, I don't do anything that I would deem sensationalism. I don't do anything that I would deem like to get me noticed. I just do my thing and I move on. And I'm saying this as a preface to say this. The woman who was standing in front of me, who was shoving $4 in my face and saying, "I'm here," makes me feel as though that she was some sort of royalty. Now, I am in no way, shape, or form saying that this is anything to do with the woman on the other side of the pond who passed away. However, this woman seems to have some sort of kinship or some sort of maybe she made people think that she was like a queen. She does not have an accent. But she's like, keep showing me like a tiara or a crown, and she's like really making me feel like she was a very special person. I believe that her name is going to be Barb or Barbara, and she's just like a lovely lady who's very vivacious, and she's like telling me she just passed away of old age. She had congenital heart failure, which just means that her heart just basically at the end of her life stopped beating, and there was nothing nefarious or crazy about it. She looks like she had 3 daughters. I see 3 young women lined up in front of her, and then possibly some grandchildren after that. She is showing me sewing needles, so she may have been a seamstress or something to that effect, or somebody who really loved creating clothes or outfits or sewing curtains or something to that effect. But she's got such a big smile on her face, and she's so happy to be here. So can anybody claim her? I'd really love to know. She's really, really special. My mom would sell all of my clothing and Halloween costumes. So would my mom, believe me. Love Light Oracle says grandmother. Maybe. If it's yours, let me know. So I think her name is Barb or Barbara. That's at least what she's telling me, or she's giving me that name. She's approximately 90 to 95 years old. She is a bit hunched over. She's telling me she had a great life. 3 daughters, at least, of her own. She makes me feel like she was treated like royalty all of the time. She's very special. People thought she was very special, and I can feel that from her. She's very lovely. And she was very funny because she was like, "Here's $4." My husband's grandma was Barbara, but she had 2 daughters and 2 sons. I think I'm seeing 3 daughters. I want to keep it to that. I don't want to branch out too far. I don't see her hair, funny enough, but she showed me like a tiara or a crown, and it was really funny that she was talking like that. So if you know who it is, I just want to let you know that she's doing really well, and she's like doing a lot of sewing or putting pins in things, which my grandma did. So I know she was a seamstress, and she's giving me that same sort of thing, like these needles. So maybe. Oh, thanks for all the cool lollipops. Those are nice. Thanks, Stacy. I appreciate you. No, I don't hear any accent. My grandma was very wealthy. Interesting. She's telling me that she just passed away from like congenital heart failure, which is just a natural way of passing when your heart just sort of stops beating when you get older. She had a really good life, nothing wild that she passed from. So I'm really just trying to get to who this could be because she's so nice. Chelsea, I'm so good. Thank you. How are you? Thanks for Zootpoot. Thanks for all the I don't know what those are, but thank you for them. I appreciate you. Oh, thanks for the heart. Big heart to you. Fern had 3 daughters. 103. God bless her. So just to let you know, this woman is doing okay. She's on the other side. She's having a great time over there. She's still very vivacious, and she is definitely, is it rug hooking? I don't know. I don't know what that is. I just see the needle, and that's usually like seamstress or working with cloth. Recap. 90 to 95 years old, possible name of Barbara, or at least she's saying that name. She's saying that she had at least, I think, exactly 3 daughters. People treated her like royalty because she put a crown on her head. And very much, I gotta say, she does remind me of the queen who just passed, which I don't follow that too much, so I don't know. But I can tell you that I don't do anything for sensationalism or to make things bigger than they are. So I'm just telling you that's what she kind of reminds me of. I often look at celebrities and try to understand how to explain what your loved one looks like by somebody that we all know. Like we all know looks like somebody, right? Does that make sense? Madeline says, oh, this is interesting. My grandma did rug hooking and looked like the queen. So, Madeline, it was your grandma Barb or Barbara? That's really interesting. Yeah, I don't want to talk about anybody being wealthy. I don't like getting into that money business. That's not anything I really want to talk about. What's up, South Africa? How are you? Maybe it's Barbara Bush. That'd be really funny. But I don't really have celebrities come through. They don't need to. I don't. These are spirits. We don't deal with demons. They're not allowed in my house. Hi from Longview, Texas. What's up? Hi, everybody. My name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic. Today I'm doing spirit-led mediumship. We're letting through only good spirits and humans at that. What's up, California? How are you? What's up, Shell? How are you? All right. Would love to hear from my dad. Aww. All right. I don't think it was her. Okay. I'm just going to let you know. We'll just let that sit. If you know who it is, cool. If not, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube because I'll put this up on YouTube and you could watch the rewatch later today, okay? All right. We're going to do just one more, and my wife is giving me the signal. It's almost time for me to be done for the day because I have other things to do. All right. So we'll do one more. By the way, if you like what you're seeing, please do me a favor. There should be some, thank you for the heart. There should be some sort of notification for you to hit so that you can get nudged anytime I go live. The next live will be for subscribers only. So no matter when that happens over the weekend, you have to be a subscriber in order to get into the comments and talk to me and have me do readings for you. So with that being said, oh, thanks for the flower crown. I look so cute. My wife is probably giving me that annoyed look. I don't know. I didn't look at her. I don't want to get in trouble. And thank you so much for all the new followers. I really appreciate you. So let me see. I'm going to do one more and then I'm going to get going on to the rest of my life here. Okay. Shelby. That's a very interesting name. There's a young woman named Shelby coming through. As she's stepping through, I'm going to tell you that she's probably about 30 years old. She has blonde hair that she has pulled back into a ponytail. She's giving me a lot of pain in my arm under here. I don't know if something physically happened to her because this is burning. It's so much pain. So I don't know if she was in some sort of motor vehicle accident or some other exterior force acted upon her and she passed from it. But she's giving me a lot of pain here. She has glasses on. And she passed away quite a while ago. She is telling me that she passed away like not recently. In the very least, I can say, maybe in the last 20 years. She does have an accent, and it's strong. She has sort of a southern accent. I couldn't tell you what region of the United States. It's not North Carolina or South Carolina. It seems a little bit to the west of that. So maybe somewhere Alabama-ish or deep Florida or something, because she's got a little bit of an accent. It sort of sounds like this. And she's talking to me and she's saying, boy, I do miss all my family so much. What else do you got to say to me, Shelby? She's like, I don't know what happened to me, but she's putting me in a lot of pain. Anybody know who this could be? And she's saying she doesn't know what happened to her. Shelby, approximately 30 years old, blonde hair, pulled back into a ponytail, glasses, 2 kids, young kids when she passed, probably a 3 and 5-year-old, because I'm looking at a photograph of her in a picture. She's holding one and has the other by her side. The photograph looks like it was taken sometime in the 80s or early 90s on an actual photo kind of camera. And she has a lot of pain here in her armpit area, which makes me feel like she was either some sort of external force happened here, that she passed away from. So there might have been a motor vehicle accident or some other kind of exterior force that took her away from us. She's definitely down in the south somewhere. Yeah, it could be. Um, Disney Mama says she has. My friend's name is Shelby, and she's blonde, wears her hair back with glasses, but she's alive. And she has 2 kids, 30 years old, but alive, and it's not her. So weird that I would connect so specifically with somebody that might be alive. I need you to do me a favor, Disney Mama, and this is very serious. I want you to email me. Nobody else, please. Just you. Email me, Scotty, njmedium@gmail.com. I would like to talk with you because if I've been talking to you a little bit today. We don't know each other. We're completely strangers, right? So I just gave you a name, an age, how she looks, 2 kids, and I keep feeling a lot of pain up here. The photograph is interesting to me. I would love to talk with you for a couple minutes offline and see what's going on, because your friend may need to go get looked at or have something checked out. That was such a specific, crazy connection, and you're giving her all the validation. So if you would please do me a favor and email me, and we'll talk privately. How crazy is that? Now I'm very intrigued. So when people ask me how much of this stuff do I know, or how do I know it works, or whatever, I don't know. All I know is that sometimes I get really weird, crazy information, and it's important for me to follow up on it so I understand it for the next time. So hopefully Disney Mama will send me an email, scottynjmedium@gmail.com. And it's all free. There will be no money exchange for this. It'll be completely free. I just want to talk and figure out what's happening and why I would see that, and make sure your friend's going to be okay. Sometimes I get weird things where somebody needs to get medically checked out, and that might be it. Or maybe there's something else going on. I don't know, but I'm certainly here to help. Okay. Whew. Wow. Crazy. Thank you for saying that you understood that. Yeah, again, it'll be 110% no charge for that. I just want to talk and see what's going on, and if your friend needs help, I'll help. Okay. For everybody else, somebody keeps asking me. I'll answer this one last question. How old is the oldest spirit I've connected with? I have connected with spirits that have been that were human, that have been deceased for over 100 years. How many? Maybe 105, 106. Other than that, I don't know if they would need to connect with me for anything. So, if all of you folks like this kind of stuff, please do me a favor, give me a follow, like, and share. Shortly. Over the weekend, it's going to be for subscribers only this go around. And if you'd like to subscribe before I roll, just hit the little star and subscribe. Thank you. Have a great day. I'll see you later. Bye.